Hi, my name's Matt Miller, and this is the Magnum Minute. As some of you might have known, I was injured this past weekend at Social Experiment Wrestling's initial conflict. My injuries are very painful, and it's going to be a long road to recovery, but I want to thank you, the fans, for reaching out and sending me your words of support. Like this lady who told me, F you, jerk off. And this one here that recommended that I use Midol and a hot pad. And of course this Magnum moron who listed me on the list of the top 3 worst people in the world. Thank you so much for the kind words. But anyway, enough about me and my almost career-ending injuries. Let's talk about what happened this weekend, February 22nd, at Social Experiment Wrestling's initial conflict. Our first match of the night was Jackson King versus AJ O'Callahan. This back and forth match was the perfect start to the show, and in the end it was Jackson King who walked out with the victory. After that, we had the Social Experiment Wrestling Red X Championship Scramble, featuring Anakin Murphy, Casey Jax, Calvin Kelly, Simon Benson, and Dominic Zagreus. These guys flew all around the ring and provided a high-flying, exciting match, but in the end, Anakin Murphy became the very first Social Experiment Wrestling Red X Champion. Aaron Arsenal versus The Wanderer was up next in a match where both guys were really laying it in hard. The Wanderer seemed to have the match won, but then Aaron Arsenal used his cunning to steal a victory. After the match, Hartenbauer made his Social Experiment Wrestling debut as he came out to confront Aaron Arsenal. Will we see these guys in the future? Probably so. Up next, we have 6-man tag action where Q&A took on the team of Warwick, Nick Nolan, and AMB. These guys put on a trios tag seminar, but at the end of the night, Q&A were your winners. Next, we had a qualifier to see who would earn a spot in the very first Social Experiment Wrestling World Title match in June. We had JDX versus Vic Capri, and this was an all-out fight. Both men got to showcase their offensive capabilities, but the match ended up coming down to a screw job. That's right, Commissioner Zeke showed his true colors and betrayed his old friend Vic Capri to help JDX win the title shot in June. Finally, tonight's main event was the 319 versus the Legends, Rhino and Heath Slater. The match started in the ring, but quickly spilled out of the ring, where all 4 competitors fought all over Grumpy's Event Center. Rhino and Heath were showing the 319 a few new tricks, but the 319 showed that they could keep up with the big boys just as good as anyone else. The match ended when an unknown assailant got in the ring and attacked the referee, causing a double disqualification. Afterwards, the very handsome man was gored by Rhino. After the intruder was dealt with, both teams shared a handshake as a sign of respect. Makes me sick. So that's all that happened at Initial Conflict this past weekend, and I want to thank everyone who came out and let you know that our next event is going to take place March 22nd at the Albert Lee High School. So, my name's Magnum Matt Miller, and this has been the Magnum Minute.